Hello, and we are live. So today, I actually asked a guest to come in for an interview. She is one of the success stories of the Lean for Life program. We've been working together for a while, and I thought we could actually do an interview for all of you, so that you could hear a bit more about her experience. I think that she has been through a very interesting experience, and I believe it's an inspiring one, so I hope you benefit from it. So let's see how we can add the guest in the broadcast. Proof. Okay. Sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties. Okay, yeah. So we're trying to bring Aya on camera now.
Hello,
Okay.
Rami.
Hi, Aya. How are you? It's great having you on the live. I think the network might be a bit choppy. I don't know if you can hear me well.
I can hear you well.
Okay, great. I gave a brief intro. I think your story is a very inspiring one. So I hope that the members of the group, listen in and get some benefit from it. So let's get started. Tell us a little bit about your background. What was your big problem before starting the program?
Okay, before starting the program, my main issue was always I had to do a diet. I had to go through certain type of food and have to cut certain type of food. And the type that I cut is mainly the type that I usually eat. So it wasn't something sustainable that I could do a long term. So whenever I lose any weight, I can like lose 5 kilos in 3 months or something like that. Once I end the diet or take a break for a week, I just end up gaining like 2 or 3 kilos, and then I have to start all over again. Some other times I lost like 20 kilos, and then I stopped dieting, and I then gained like 30 kilos all over again. So whenever I started to do a diet, I ended up gaining again because the diet that I followed and the plans that I did follow wasn't sustainable for me. I had to cut like the most food that I can eat. Um, some say you cannot eat that certain type, even of fruits or vegetables. They are healthy food, but I have to get them off the diet in order to lose weight. So whenever I was sitting, like I think that's not a thing that I can do long term. I can't stop eating bread. I can stop eating rice. I can stop eating even peas and carrots. They are off limits from the diet. I wasn't convinced by that. I just had to do it. So I just had to follow the plan, whatever they put me. You have to eat that on Sunday, and you have to eat that on Monday, and you can't eat that on Tuesday.
Okay.
But on Friday, you can just eat whatever you want. Even if you want to eat the fridge, you can do that. So that's what I did. I eat the fridge, and it wasn't the good thing that I did because I have deprivation from certain type of food, and it wasn't a good thing to do.
Okay.
So I was looking to have a certain program that wouldn't allow me to diet anymore. No one wants to diet. It's not a healthy thing to do,
Yeah.
to be deprived from a certain type of food for a short period or even a long period. You will end up eating again, even if the food that I'm eating wasn't the kind of food that I love.
Okay.
So when I joined your program, I was very happy even from the first call when you told me I will give you your macros and you can just eat whatever you want as long as you're eating healthy. it will be very good for you. If you want to have like eat rice, you can just have it, but use it in a moderate way. You can have like, this is the amount of carb that you don't want to exceed per day. So that way worked for me.
Okay.
It wasn't the easy way, but it's fun and more doable way. So I can just, if I'm cooking today, whatever, I can just have and just put in the macros in on the application and just go with my day. If I went out, I can eat that I just have a meal outside. So I just would log it in the application and just follow within my day normally, and something that I can do. I can go out, I can just drink whatever I want, I just can eat whatever I want. I don't have to like have the zucchini and green peas every day
Yeah.
and just the grilled chicken with no taste and no salt to just lose weight. I did it the other way and I'm losing weight. I'm taking easy steps, which
Okay.
is better than taking bigger steps, because whatever I lost with you during like the 6 months we are having till now, thankfully I didn't gain anything right now.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about that cycle of having to lose the weight and gain the weight, and then lose the weight and gain the weight, and then lose the weight and then gain the weight? How did that make you feel?
Myself, I tried a lot for that because I just would blame myself. I did a good job. I lost like 10 kilos or something, so I just did not do did not follow the restricted diet for like a week or 10 days. So I just end up gaining 7 kilos from the 10. So I just blame myself over and over again. Why did I do that? I just um, didn't. It wasn't easy process to make me lose like 10 kilos, and now I'm gaining 7 or 5 kilos, and I have to start all over again. So I would
Yeah.
just cry out and feel guilty and not do anything about it.
Yes, because
Then
I
I just,
remember you were telling me before
yeah,
joining that you thought that you were the problem, that there's something wrong with your
yes, it
metabolism,
was
and
my body, something, I guess. Yes, and I ended up feeling like I was okay.
yeah,
The people or the nutritionists and the nutrition plans I was following was not okay.
yeah,
So it wasn't a long term. I lost weight with them, of course, but I gained it again. So it's pointless. And the feeling that I got whenever I just step on the scale, I see that I gained or it's not moving for like 3 months or 4 months and on the same weight. So it wasn't a good thing.
yeah.
And I wasn't happy about it, of course. No
Okay,
one would be.
for sure. And what's the thing that you're happy about now? What have you achieved that you're happy about and proud of?
Um, I stopped dieting, of course.
Yeah,
That I can maintain a lifestyle that can go for a long term, and of course that I'm doing the workout that I love,
yeah,
playing the type of workout that suits me and just make me happy whenever I do it. And of course, being sustainable, thing that I can just live long life or just live till the end of the day, and doing whatever I want to do.
yeah. You've been doing this for almost 6 months now, correct? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
6 months. I've completed like 140 workouts. I
yeah.
skipped only two from since we started
Yes, you're very committed.
that I
That is
regret,
a fact.
but it's okay. But it's okay. But I'm enjoying the strength that I'm gaining now. I lost a good amount of fat, especially from the torso part that did not move. Whenever I just ask why this part in specific is not moving, they would just tell me it will move. So one day, don't worry, just take it easy. And I took it easy, but still it did
It
not
didn't.
move an inch.
Yeah,
But thankfully, now when I see my in body, I'm just proud of that part. It can move. I can lose weight from this part of my body, and of course all my body. But for this specific part, even if I lost weight, the torso part, the size of the clothes that I'm wearing is still the same. It did not move. So that wasn't a thing that I would be proud of. Like if I lost 10 kilos, but I lost them from the legs or the arms, but still the upper part is still the same and wearing the same size. So I did not feel that much of a difference.
Okay.
So I still thought that I can do better than that.
Okay. During the last 6 months, we actually had one bump in the road. This usually happens with
Hmm.
any kind of plan that you follow for a long time. So
Hmm.
we hit a plateau. It was a very interesting experience for me personally.
Yes.
But it would be nice if we can hear a bit more about it from you.
Yes, okay. So when we started, like the first 3 months, it was okay. I was losing weight and was doing a good job in the workouts and so on. Suddenly, I hit a wall, or I don't know what happened exactly. So my body just stopped losing fats.
Uh,
I just kept on saying maybe I'm doing something wrong on the food, on the logging of the food itself. So I just revised it a bit more. I told you late about it, of course, but I just needed to make sure that I'm doing okay and I'm doing everything wrong. So just to make sure before just calling you or telling you that I'm hitting a wall here. So we spoke and we just did uh, remetabolism. Like I went for fasting for 800 calories for 4 days, which wasn't a fun part, of course. But yet after that, my body just maybe needed a rest. I came from a long journey. I started losing weight from since like 2018, so it's been like two
a
years
long
or
journey.
or 2 years and a half.
Yeah.
Yes, a long one, and my body maybe needed a rest. That part I did not understand at the moment. I just was frustrated. Like it has been like months and a half or 2 months. I'm not losing anything. I'm doing my best. I'm just working out. I'm taking the macros that I should be having. So we just spoke, and he just told me that it's just maybe my body needed to have like a rest, or
A reset.
it's
Yeah.
feeling that it's doing. Yes, it has been much. 2 years is not a short period. So we just did the remetabolism part, which is having the 800. It wasn't easy, but after that it worked, and I started again losing weight bit a bit. Maybe it's the metabolism, or losing weight for me now is a bit slower than before, but I can understand that my body just have been through a lot. But since I'm losing weight, so I'm just doing a good job.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank
Thank you for sharing that. And no, I personally believe you're doing a great job. You're one of the most committed people that I've personally worked with.
Thank you.
You certainly earned your progress. And yeah, I mean, I guess the last question would be, um, uh, who would you recommend this to? If you would recommend it to anyone, and why would you recommend it to them?
I would recommend it to all people who's trying to lose weight for since long time. To anyone who's following a paper that says that you have to eat that and that amount of food, you have to take like 1 gram of rice and and 50 grams of grilled chicken, and just following the type of food that they don't like. I would just recommend such program to all people. If you want something that can be sustainable and you can do it a long term and you can still enjoy it. If you don't want to work out in a gym, you can do it at home. If you don't want to work out, you can just go for a walk. The 10K that
1,000
that
steps.
you recommended we do daily. Yes, it helps a lot. So I would just say to anyone who's trying to diet, please stop dieting. Don't do that. Just enjoy the process. Take it slow.
Yeah.
The slower it takes, the better the results will be better for you. And whatever you loses, you will never gain it again, as long as you're just keeping baby steps and you're just like mm, I don't know, like building habits for a long
For
term.
the
That
long term.
that thing would live with you, and you can just teach others, and you can help others with that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Aya. I really appreciate it. I appreciate
Thank
you
you,
taking
Robert.
the time to come on here. and I hope that others have found your story inspirational. I certainly find it is definitely inspirational, and appreciate you taking the time to be here. And yeah, we'll continue working together until we get you
Yes.
to where you want to go.
Working as hell till we reach our goal, inshallah. Yes. Thank you
Okay,
so much, Ronnie.
thank you.
Thank you for the help and for the efforts and for everything that you do for us. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye.